fat burner pills. I swear by them. I started off over 200 pounds and now I'm 180.
The best supplements that I've added to my daily routine.
I've been taking it for 1 month and I've also lost 5 pounds. Game changer, guys.
This stuff is amazing. This one's got all the good stuff and no artificials, nothing you don't want.
Plant-based, lactose-free, lab-tested, non-GMO.
Wow, such a richness to the flavor.
High quality, very digestible for people out there who face dietary restrictions.
Absolutely incredible. It tastes like French toast cereal.
My favorite flavor is actually Sour Kids candy.
And it helps you metabolize all that fat.
If you want to feel the difference, you have to see the difference.
The products are great. I highly recommend it.
Amazing product. I've seen amazing results. This is awesome.
Love the product. Keep them coming.
It gets a thumbs up for me.
Robertson, we've asked you about it so many times, but now that you've gotten to this point and you've actually tied it, what does it mean to you?
Like I've always mentioned, I'm always so grateful and thankful and blessed. I give all my thanks to the men above for blessing me with talents to be able to go out and compete in each year, each season. Along this journey, I try to find ways to be a better player, competitor overall. And I take a lot of pride in doing everything at Impact Winning as much as I can, leave it on the floor. And to be, in a conversation with Oscar, for one, I want to just thank him because he set the stage and he sacrificed a lot of things for us to be able to go out and play. And the times he played in and the things he was able to do back in the day has allowed me to be able to do the things I want to do today. And I'm just grateful for him and I'm grateful for his words, and I'm so appreciative of his support as well.
And there was an offensive rebound you had with like 4 minutes left in regulation where you beat 3 players to get it and then passed it to Rui for 2. And it's kind of happened a few times this season where an offensive rebound and then it'll be a close game. Is that kind of part of why, you just give 100% all the time because you never know what play might make the difference?
Yeah, you got to want it more than another player, and that's simple as that. You can kind of go through emotions and kind of let the game take control of you, or you can take control of the game. And for me, I always try to find ways to impact and help us do anything I can to help us win. And that was a big play, I think, for us. Rui got offensive rebound as well, and it was a big time play for us at the time.
Ava.
Congratulations, Russ. Are you in a place where you're able to kind of appreciate what you've done, or is your mind already going like, let's see how far I can take this?
Thank you first. Honestly, I take the same approach every night. And every time I step on the floor, I try to leave everything I have. And along the journey, if history and things are made at that time, I'm super grateful and thankful for it. Along that time, but I want to make sure that I leave everything I have on the floor, and when I'm all said and done, I can look back and nobody can ever say that I didn't compete at the highest level or cheat at the game. I can go out and compete every night, and that's all I can do each and every day.
Fred.
Hey Russ, you people around you have always described you as this guy who you're very routine oriented. You go through the same stuff to get ready for every game, every practice, everything. Where did you learn that from? Who's responsible for teaching you that strategy?
My parents, particularly my mom, because she always taught me to be on time, always taught me to be ready, always kind of taught me to kind of make sure that I have everything in order and kind of everything else will fall in place. My parents did a good job of raising myself and my brother, and I give them the thanks for making sure and creating that mentality in my mind of having to stay on a routine. And then as I got in the league, I was able to talk to the greats and Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and understand what it takes to be great. And having a routine, having something that you stick to regardless of good or bad, win or loss. Consistency is the hardest thing to do in this league, and I take pride in being one of the most consistent players, to even play this game. And with that comes a lot of sacrifice, time away from my family and kids and people that are my loved ones. And I'm grateful that they understand, the mission and understanding that I take my job very seriously. So There's a lot that goes into it, man. It's and it's good to just kind of see it work out and play out for you sometimes, and sometimes it don't. But I always stay consistent and stay prayerful and having faith in my craft.
Matt Paris.
Hey Russ, what do you remember about meeting Oscar in 2017? And just it was after you broke, you averaged a triple double for the first time. Just what do you remember about that meeting?
Honestly, the meeting wasn't even for me was I was just kind of overwhelmed, honestly, and just all smiles because he flew to Oklahoma City, which he didn't have to do that. He took the time out of his day and the things that he has going on to come present me with an award and sit down and talk to myself and my family and just about that moment. I was able to just talk about a life because I was honestly more interested in there were a lot of social change and social injustice going on while he was playing, and I was very intrigued about how he was able to kind of get past that and still compete at a high level. And I was able to learn a lot. I was able to kind of sit back and understand how he sacrificed so many things and the way he played the game and to go too many things. And I got no excuses to go out and compete and do what I do. And I was grateful for that conversation.
And what you guys have done as players within the past year in terms of all the social justice you guys have done for the movement, was there anything that he said to you that kind of helped you navigate this past year?
No, nothing. I was already my mind's was already there. Honestly, I'm always grateful and show my respects to the ones before me because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to play the game and do some of the things we're allowed to do today. So I'm very respectful of the ones before me.
Thank you.
Zach Akuma.
Hey, Russell. I think it was your 9th season that you started averaging double-digit rebounds. But what do you think changed for you that allowed you to start averaging 11, 12 rebounds instead of 7 or 8 rebounds?
I don't know. I just go get it. Like I said, when I'm on the floor, I feel like I'm the best rebounder on the floor. And that's just what it is.
Thank you.
All right, last question to Chase.
Yeah, Russ, you had the go-ahead free throws, the block at the end, and it was all, of course, after Brad went out. When he did go out, what was your mindset as you went out and closed the game?
I think at that time you try to find ways to be able to, bring the team along and find ways to execute down the stretch, especially in overtime, and find ways to win the game. That's all you can think about. And hopefully, we can get Brad back and hope for good news and make sure that he's all good to go. Because, his night can't go unnoticed either. He had 50. As much as we talk about myself, he's kind of been keeping us together along the season and being very exceptional along this journey. So I'm grateful to have him as a teammate and to see him, do great things for himself as well.
Let's get ready for HoopJab.